Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, but my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my roads. At the end of my roads, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Now, a couple of teams who've underwhelmed thus far squaring off as we're underway in Week 5. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Steamroller, baby! Take it all the way! Run the ball around!
Here's Swift to start the drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That stop made by Derek Brown. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
The defense
Working from the gun, Williams. His first throw is an interception. And the Panthers are gonna have it. And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next? When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out.
Touchdown, Carolina! Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Return lanes don't open for him. He stops shy of the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams from the gun. Komet brings it in. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the pistol, Williams. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Get some momentum, hero!
After the pick, here's Williams. It's taken in by Loma Dunze. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down, Williams. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers take over as they intercept it for the 3rd time in just our opening quarter. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Big man showing up the yards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 20-zip lead. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 21-zip already. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Williams. Escape. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action now, Young. He's got a man left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Young on the play action. He throws a bullet to this big gain downfield. He has the Carolina touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Has his man, it's Odunze. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Panthers have taken the early lead. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. That throw finds Komet. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams to throw on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
What are we doing? Paid for this?
And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Williams will look to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run again with Hubbard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Young on 1st and 10. Finds Sanders. And he's taken down at the 30. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Run it!
1st down throw by Williams. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw, Williams. And they pick him off again. Rudy Ford has it.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes this beyond the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
3rd and long, Young. He's on the move. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Sam Martin on now to punt it away on 4th. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Juke the defender. It's some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it's going to be Bears football. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
You know what it is. Take it to the house.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Well, that window was open downfield, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
What are we doing?
Here's Williams. He has the first over the middle, and he flips the field for them before being taken down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
Keep running it.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Escapes out to the left. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. They're going play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To the air on first down, Young. He finds Sanders. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Hauled in left side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Young working from the gun. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers continue adding on to that lead.
In it to win it.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Williams. Has his man, it's Smythe. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First down, Williams. He's gonna push one deep down. He's got it inside the 10. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Johnson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people, and that's the 11 dudes on defense that made the play.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now here's Williams. He's got it!
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Running back sent in motion. Williams throwing on 4th. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take 7 points off the deficit. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Panthers have possession to start the 4th. This one looking pretty well decided already. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hubbard again, and they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Now it's Young. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Carolina in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Baby, let's go.
From the 19. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick throw to the left is complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Young on the play action. Looking slant route, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Play action now, Young. He brings it in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers tack on 7 more to their lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Swift hauls it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams from the gun. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
My jersey. I want my money back. You do better than me.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Panthers nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Gets this to Sanders. The ball is loose, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Young to throw it. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Fourth down, Young. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Chicago.